So I'm going to grab my program, drag it over to the table of the machine. It's going to load up. I can zoom in and I can check my operations, make sure things that are going through are actually going through. I have my saw blade, my drill holes are all showing up on my program. And I can also manipulate the vacuum pods if I want to for custom configurations. But once I have it complete, it looks how I want it to look, ready to run, I'm going to activate the table. And that will allow our pods, our automatic pod positioning on this machine to go into effect. It's giving us the status, waiting positioning. Once it's done, it's telling you to insert the workpiece left. Yep.
So I want to show the positioning of the pod. Once the program is loaded, the pod will position exactly where it needs to be located for the part. You can roll the part in, put it in place with a stop system. Hit the button. There. Vacuum is engaged. Hit the start button, and it's ready to run. That's simple. Part's loaded, it's now being machined.
So right now you can see, if you look inside the machine here, as Lynn was mentioning earlier, you can see that it's doing the perimeter cut all the way around the piece. It's already trimmed the bottom, the left side, the top. Now it's doing the right side. That's just part of what Lynn mentioned earlier about what makes our machine unique and gives us an edge up on the competition. Right now we're grooving in the X with our saw blade for our dado, for our back. We use the saw blade. It gives us an extra spot on our tool holder that doesn't have to be taken up by a 1/4 inch down shear, but by all means, if you want to use a 1/4 inch down shear, you just put one in the machine. It all depends on however you want to program it. It's completely customizable for however you want to assemble your cabinet. Right now it's doing a tool change, going to pick up the bit for our LockDowel. LockDowel uses a unique bit that's made by LockDowel for LockDowel. On their website, they've got very good, thorough instructions on how to program for their cut for using LockDowels. I use that myself as I was setting up this demo. It's actually a 2-cut process for the slot, but it uses the same bit. We'll show you more of that when we go through and assemble the cabinet later on. So it's got 3 slots in the bottom, 3 in the top, and then I've got 1 in each of the nailers on the back. Again, that's just how I designed this cabinet. It's totally customizable for whatever suits your assembly method, whether that's doweling, lock dowels, dados with screws. You can do whatever you want. Finishing up our LockDowel operations here on the back right now. Then we're going to, now it's using our 5mm line bore drill bits to drill the holes for our shelves, holes for our hinge bits, and whatever else you want drilled into it. We've also are doing, we have the ability on this machine to drill in the horizontal and vertical, so you have true 5-sided machining if you count the face, because you can machine the face, of course, as well as all edges of the panel. So our part, you're on my cord. Our part came out the left side of the machine here. Jordan pulls it out there. So now here we can take our part, edge band it, assemble it, and it's ready to go. I'm going to hand the mic back over to Lynn.
Great, thank you. So the other thing we're going to do is once this part is complete is we're going to actually open up the machine and show you the drill head, the tool change, and the construction of the machine as soon as Jordan is done here. So the other nice thing about the machine is, like again, all the software required comes on the machine already loaded, and you don't have to get any third-party software to operate and run the machine. So the training is all done on site. So there's no secondary training. Once the machine is delivered, installation includes all the training and setup and startup, and everything you need is already on the machine to operate it. Hey Jordan, can you open up the door? Yeah. To show them the tool changer. Want to show you a little bit about the construction, the heaviness, the weight of the machine, the design, the build, and also the small footprint that this machine takes up in your shop. Because the small footprint is really, floor space is a premium, and the size of the machine and the capacity and what it can do for you is virtually second to none. A lot of our customers already have maybe a beam saw, a vertical saw, edge bander, a router, but the Evolution is a nice addition, secondary machine, or even a main production machine to go next to a beam saw or vertical. So you've got your 6-position tool change right here, your HSKs. You've got your vacuum system. You've got your roller hold downs. Again, your router, and then all your drills up there as well. But this whole frame is machined all at once at the factory in a one solid piece. So it's very, very stable, and there's no vibration. And the parts and the precision and repeatability are the main features that you are going to get out of the Evolution. So right now we're actually going to assemble a box that we've machined. You're going to come back over here. Thank you, Jordan. And we're actually going to let Ryan, since he designed this box and he's a cabinet maker. was a cabinet maker, but he's a good machine tech now. So.
All right, so we've got our two. Will you come over here so I'm not one-handed?
I'll hold your microwave. So, you want me to do that?
I don't care.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got this cabinet again. It's just how I drew it up. You guys can do it however you want it. I know there's 101 ways to assemble a cabinet, but I've got a top and a bottom, 2 nailers on my left and right side, and then my dado for my back, which for this demonstration I don't have a back to put in it. But the connectors are here that, if you can see, are these LockDowels. This piece, again, was machined on the Evolution. We used our horizontal or vertical bits to drill into the edge of the board. Again, part of that true 4 or 5-sided machining, however you look at it. I usually count the face and all 4 edges, so to me that's 5 sides. This is what a LockDowel looks like. This is the part that I've actually put in here. It's 8mm dowels on there. They're barbed, so they're not going to come back out, and they're on 32mm centers, which is the standard for a lot of drill blocks. So we can come over here. I don't know if you can kind of see the way the slots are cut. Again, this is a 2-operation cut, but it was cut by the same bit. All this information is available on LockDowel's website on depths, cut speeds, and all that. They've got very good information on there for people that are looking into thinking about using this product for their assembly method. So we've got our bottom, put it in there. One thing I've got to do is set all my pieces where they're supposed to go, and then push it all together to kind of lock it in, if you will. Hopefully I designed it right and it goes together. Kind of get these lined up down here so they all drop in their little holes here. Come over to this side. Ow. Don't pinch yourself. All right. Get us up on a nice flat surface, and then we'll take and either press them down, tap them down into position where they need to go. Do the same over on this side here. Push him down, push this one up. And that's essentially it. At this point, I'd slide in my back, or if you use a full 3/4 back, again, I keep repeating myself, but I know there's 101 ways to build a cabinet. What was that? Yeah, and it gives you a nice solid box. No glue, no fasteners. Keep dropping it in there. But now it's ready to be taken to the job site, installed. I can even disassemble it if I need to. It'll come right back apart, and you know, for whatever reason, if I needed to do that, and then I could reassemble it again if I needed to recut a piece or something.
Thank you very much, Ryan. Thank you, Ryan. Very nice box. Again, like we say, it doesn't matter what type of manufacturing you're doing now. If you're cutting on a vertical, a slider, a beam saw, the Evolution can take those parts, machine all of the product that you need to give you your final assembly of your box, no matter what your construction. If you want to do a dowel, you want to do a blind dado, any of that product can be done on an Evolution. The Evolution is, again, a very unique tool. It's very well priced. We encourage you to look at the machine, come to Mooresville or Access Machinery for a demonstration, and just take a look and see what you've been missing. Other than that, we'd maybe turn it back over, and we'd turn it back over to Andy and see if we have anything else we want to present. Thank you.
Thank you, Lynn. That was a